Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So, week one is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. And I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last three guys who are in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All three have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
It'll cause a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4, and they'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now here's Young. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 11. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Bootlegging out here. Ritter out to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Ritter now. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready, go.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ritter to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. True able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. When is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college? You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
That throw by Young incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And complete to Drake London. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Here's Jackson. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down now, it's Tucker, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Ritter from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson to return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football until it's almost 11 to the ground. Every snap, another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here is Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on third down. And that would be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Young. That one deep from Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
On second down. It's Tucker, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and short yardage, Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
But that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 cycles. Right, 97.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Algier. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Tyler Algier taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Tucker pushes him over, and he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On play action, Young. Off hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Strike 2.
The second down throw for Young. He's got Mingo. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards there for number 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Tucker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Young. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Another completion there. When we think about the draft back in the spring, he was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, here's Ritter rolling to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on field in half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, Panthers! Terrace Marshall, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
39-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ritter with it after the play fake. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
52 blaster. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. They'll get this to his tight end. It's John Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Option play. Here's Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Young with a throw caught by Chark. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Looking to throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Young now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Come on, set.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Ritter. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. Was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Jackson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Young. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete. Back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. First things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Young. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Ritter. Rolling to his right.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Strikers, 3-3.
Now Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Young Wei Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is gone. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And